Live from Los Angeles. It's time to get inside the Gamers Dome with your host, Scott Gerhardt. Bringing you all of today's gaming news and information all in one place. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Welcome to the Gamers Dome.
Welcome everyone to the Gamers Dome. We have a special WWE Supercard edition today. So it is Christmas morning, and the guys have given us a nice little Christmas present. As we scroll down here, you will see that we have the Road to Glory. So I have been, and as you guys can see here, we do chat. So we're actually running this on Twitch to start with. So if you want to get involved in the conversation as part of this, check me out when I stream at twitch.tv/thegamersdome. We stream all the time. We do Supercard, and we do a lot of other games, including Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone, Puzzle and Dragons, and really whatever the hell else I feel like doing that day. So this is this new event which has come out, which they've been telling us for a while that we need 20 superstars for a deck for some event. They hadn't really told us what it was, and finally they gave it to us here on Christmas. So the first thing to note about Road to Glory is that as you can see, it says bouts full. So this is one of those freemium aspects which has not been present in Supercard to this point, but now is, at least for this event. So these bouts fill every 15 minutes. So when you come in, we'll edit the deck here. As you can see, we have 16 superstars, and you can just hit the autofill button up here if you just want it to put your 16 strongest in and your 4 strongest divas, which is pretty much what I've done here. You use 2 support cards. And here's where I'm going to start with a bit of tech on this. Those support cards that you've been holding that are like plus whatever to deck, this is where you want to use them, because they are now very, very valuable in this mode. So we have our deck. As you can see, I have a Lana and a Bobby Heenan, which we are using. So managers are all, like, this is completely manager mode. So what it is you have to go through, and sort of like the People Champions events, as you play, you'll gain points. And as you gain points, you get cards. So we've already picked up Miz, and we've picked up Mark Henry. So we're now going after the champ himself, Brock Lesnar. As you see, as we keep going, you'll keep getting better and better, but it will take more and more matches to get there. Yeah, so eventually here we're getting into Sting, and then another Sting, and then the same Sting twice, because, wow, that would be sick to have ourselves a Perfect Pro Survivor Sting. So I think there's going to be a few people that got that Christmas present. So let's go back in here. We have Lesnar. We're going to go ahead and start about here. Now, one thing that you'll see here that's a little interesting is it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same as like the People's Champions mode. You have a +1, +3, and +5. Now, I think I'm getting really lucky right now because this is so new. Not a lot of people actually have full teams yet and have entered the mode, or they're sleeping and still picking up the spoils that the red fat man has dropped off. So, basically, right now, these are complete walks. Okay, so Gaming there is discussing the fact that he has about 12. Well, you don't actually need 40. You need 16 superstars and 4 divas is all you need to get going. And just take them in whatever rarity you can get. I mean, even if it's just commons right now, fill out your team. it's not as good if it's commons, because here's the thing: you do want a strong team, so you're going to want to work on that as soon as you can. I've been reading the modes. I've just been stockpiling for a while, so that's why even like my weakest guy is, I mean, mind you, it's a 0-point Epic Batista, but he's my weak link there. And amongst divas, it's a partially trained Epic Cameron. I just haven't been eating them. So, I'll see. Now we went back and in, but still, like, the matches are nothing. And don't even think about tiers here. They seem to not exist, because I went after someone last night just for the heck of it who had like 14,000 wins and some losses, and I won one match in there. I got smoked every other one. Okay, so Wahid, with his 100 wins and 51 losses, we're going to go after you. So as you saw up there, it used one of our bouts, and they refill every 15 minutes. You get 5. You can refill a bout for 25, or you can refill all of them for 100. So this is the first thing it's going to do here. It's going to push out 4 random superstars / divas from your deck. And these can be anything that's there. Now, one thing you may immediately notice, well, you may not immediately notice, but I'm going to immediately point it out there, is that Miss Bella there has a right blue arrow. Divas to this point have not had arrows because they have never been involved in tag team matches. This has all changed. This mode can pitch you in diva tag team matches. So a few other differences. You'll notice that we have the 2 support cards. You can use both support cards in this mode. Only one in a match, but you can use them both. So what's going to happen here is we're actually going to go 4 rounds here. You'll end up using 16 out of 20 of your superstars. But this is where I tell you the plus to your deck is important. So, toughness and speed, we're going to use Bobby Heenan because he's perfect for toughness and speed. A solo match, I mean, you try to consider the idea of tag teams later because you never know what they're going to throw at you. We don't have a great tag team mix from here, so we're going to start with Eric Rowan. And honestly, this is maybe going to be a bad example because we are going to absolutely crush this person. We are probably not going to lose a match. But I'm just kind of showing everyone the way this works so that you can see. So we'll kind of speed through it a little bit here. So we're up 1-0, and now it's going to give me a tag team match. Now you'll notice that we have the up arrows. Fantastic. But now we're going to use Lana as well because there's power. So let's go ahead and throw Cesaro and Brock out there. And you can see when you have the low numbers, and this is when you absolutely want to go after the low numbers. This is all about the number of wins and losses. And especially if you're doing this early, I would back in and out until you find someone with a low number of wins and losses on either the +3 or preferably the +5. So now, though, if you look at Miss Bella, she's got 3 up arrows. So we're getting boosts to all her stats. And we're just going to go through. So now we've used all of our superstars, so we're up 3-0. But, as you will see, we are now in round 2. So it is dished out 4 more new superstars. Well, 3 and a diva. You know what? I'm not sexist. The divas are superstars too. I know. I don't want to use that term wrong. But our arrows are persisting, and they're going to persist through this entire process. So, and hello to everyone. I apologize if I am not personally welcoming you as much here. We're throwing this one up on YouTube so that other people can see and know exactly what is going on with the Road to Glory. So, again, it's kind of this just giant destruction mode right here because we're picking on people. Um, and really, that's what you should do. Again, you're not hurting anyone's feelings by going in and beating up on lesser people. So go in and beat up on lesser people. And like I've said, if you don't have a team, put one together. Just figure it out. Even if you have half your team is good and half your team is commons, like, you're probably still going to get there without too much problem. The Yokozuna tier, that is cool. I haven't gotten there yet, but I just haven't played enough. I actually slept last night. And not even very well, to be honest with you. So, again, normally I would sit here and use a lot of strategy if I felt like it was necessary. It's just not right now. As you can see, we are like throwing our epics against people's commons and uncommons. So this is not exactly difficult for us. But I think as this mode proceeds further, you probably will be fighting more within your tier. And you will actually have to think about these. But right now it's still very early and not that many people are in the road to glory. So we're just going through here and randomly speak. So this is round 4. We've now used 16 of our cards. And you never know what they're going to give you. They could give you 4 solo matches. You could get a Divas tag team match and then a regular tag team match. So 13-0. I've had ones that went 11-0. I had one that went 15-0. Various matches. So when you win, wonderful. You get cards like you normally would. I believe the fact that some people already have a Sting Pro. This doesn't even shock me. There have been people, because if you have the money and you want to put the money into it and you haven't slept, it actually wouldn't be very difficult at all. I actually would like to really push to make sure I get a Sting Pro. I don't think that's a problem. So here, instead of 6 choices, you're going to get instead of 2 choices, you're going to get 6. Now, one thing to note as well is that it's basing your tier based on your entire team of 20. So while for a normal one or even a King of the Ring, I'm sitting in the Legendary tier, here I'm only in the Epic Plus. So we're not going to be picking up any Legendaries. Now, but this does actually lead to a bit of a strategy that I'm going to talk about here in a minute. So, boom, we've gone through, we've picked up a bunch of guys, great, fantastic. We're going to run Lesnar again. And this time, I'm just going to blow through this real fast because, I mean, this is just way too simple at the moment. I don't even really need to talk through it, but I kind of want to show you a strategy that I've come up with already. And it pertains to that tier issue that I was just discussing. And I'm not even thinking about this because there's no chance I don't win this. Like, my opponent just doesn't have enough games. So, like, I'm really just kind of firing through this as quickly as I can make it go. Jason, we're doing great. It's Christmas morning. We got some Road to Glory. That's what we're hoping for here. It's a good Christmas morning. They give us a new mode. I'm pretty happy with it, actually. I like this new mode. At the moment, it's not particularly challenging. I think that will change as more people get into it. And I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're just farming, this is some premium farming. Tag team match. Look at that. The Divas have arrows. We got Paige and Cameron getting in there against Natalya and AJ Lee. Of course, we smashed them. Let's put Rusev and Stone Cold together. They like each other, right? Come on, Scott. Let's just fire through this. So we're gonna see if I can. the game's probably gonna make fun of me at this point because I'm not gonna quite do what I'm hoping to do, but it's weird. I'm actually hoping to not flip a rare. There we go. So again, he goes +5. Once you get to 70, that Lesnar's yours. So let's pick up 6 here. Yeah, I've been hanging on to my divas. I've been hanging on to everyone. That's the thing, is like I've not been eating people. I've been waiting for this mode. I think that's what a lot of people are doing. They're just eating them quickly so that they can build their main team up, which I could have a stronger main team. Okay. Hey, there we go. Not quite what I was looking for in this mode right now, but we have a title match. That's awesome. And that's the other thing, too. If you really want to speed this process up, you have title matches. So, we'd like to play. Like, this is the easiest title match ever. So let's just fire it off because we want to get the +10. We're going to play Igor. And I think I'm just going to discuss the strategy after this one no matter what. Or else we're just not going to get there. Like, the game will actually be nice to me for once. I did actually this Epic Batista I'm using right now, I actually got off this mode. It was like one of the first rewards I got off this mode. So I was like, that was pretty nice. I'm wondering if I can push up to the legend tier, if it'll consider it like a new tier for me, and I'll get like another freebie legend. Which then also almost begs the question, do I sink back down into the ultra rare tier to try to get a free ultra rare if that's the case? I don't know, maybe it was just a happy coincidence that it actually gave me a top tier person. So we're just kind of flying through here. This isn't going to be the longest stream ever today. You know, it's Christmas and all. So we're flying through. And again, oh, nice. I haven't been able to get anything that I can pro on a legend level yet. Heck, I only have my big show. So, I mean, this isn't even a challenge here. Which, again, if you like farming and you need to farm, the fact that it's not a challenge is awful nice because I can sit here and talk to you guys. I don't even have to think about what I'm pushing. And I'm not going to intentionally try to find someone who can just... Yeah, I think this might be a tier deal. So, there we go. Boom, 10 points for our title match. And everyone, make sure that you are following if you can. We like to talk some Supercard. I've been enjoying streaming this game, and I think the community, you guys are pretty awesome. So I want to give this game a little more push. Okay, so here we go. We've gotten nothing. But you know, I'm going to go... Here's what I'm going to do, actually. We're going to try to slink down into the ultra rare tier to see if we can maybe pull off a freebie and go backwards. I don't know if this is going to happen. So let's swap Batista into... We're just going to kind of start throwing in some commons here because I think we're still just perfectly fine. Who do we want to battle with? There we go. Damien Mizdow. But see, we're still in the Epic Plus tier. We're just going to start throwing commons in there until we slink all the way down into the ultra rare tier. Oops. And we should still be fine because we're going to have enough. We're still going to have enough. Actually, I'm wondering now at this point if it might not behoove me to actually move some of my top guys down. You know what? That actually makes more sense. If we just get rid of 2 of our top guys. See, now we're into the Ultra Rare Plus tier, so now we actually can swap back Damien into like something in the Epic tier, but like low in the Epic tier. Like, just throw in Rob Van Dam, and let's swap out Christian here for. Wait, that'll work, Brock. And so now we're only running 6 commons. We should still be just fine here. So let's see what happens here. We're going to proceed. So we're going to see if we can cheese out a good ultra rare here. Which maybe it'd be something I could match up. I don't know. But this is more of an experiment than anything. I am going to make sure I'm using my boosts, though, because we do have some random commons now floating around in the mix. And you're going to use them all every time, so... I definitely... Even though Stone Cold here and Mark Henry would make the best tag team, I want to try to stick my commons with better cards when possible. So... Because we are going to lose a couple this time. We're not going to roll the board. Because we're going to get stuck with a match with a common. We just want to make sure that there's no chance we can actually lose overall. There we go. Sure. Zach, you and Ryback. Because that's the dream team we've been looking for. Zack Ryder and Ryback. Ryderback. I've already come up with the name. I've coined that. That's mine. Ryderback. So we're gonna see if we can sneak out an ultra rare out of this, because it's better than just getting a random rare, right? Hey, welcome to everyone who's coming in here, guys. We're streaming. We are preparing for this is going to go up on YouTube so that people have an idea as to what's going on with the with this new mode. So now we're going to start losing a little bit. Oh, Big John! Big John taking down Gold Dust there with no pump whatsoever. Well, we had the manager pump, which I suppose is actually still really good here. And guys, that's the thing. I'm going to repeat it again. Managers are huge in this mode because they persist all the way through. So if you're using a non-manager thing, you need, even if you have a crappy manager. No, I'm playing for 5 points. Because the brackets are so weak right now. I think they're going to fill out as time goes on. You'll see, this is a 5-pointer right here. Wait. How come it didn't add? I won, but it didn't add points, right? Did I miss something there? I mean, we have 6 picks. We won. Huh. That's weird. Oh, yeah, you can. If you've just got to back out and come back in when you see that. Okay, well, okay, so actually maybe this answers our question. No, I didn't lose. I won 12-1. I definitely won 12-1. Because I would have gotten 3. Yeah, it's a glitch. Okay, so apparently my slinking down a tier to get a freebie wasn't going to work. So we're just going to hit the autofill and reset back to the proper team. Though, one thing to note is that because I have an epic stop sign here, I want to swap it back out for... we're going to get Heenan back in there. So we tried to cheese ball there. Um, yeah, we tried the cheese ball. Maybe the system's like, you suck. I'm not giving you a free one. Let's see. We're gonna feed. Let's see. Do we want to feed me more? Yeah, we'll feed him more. Let's just munch a bunch of commons. That's what we like to do. Now that we're not using them to try to cheeseball the system. Yeah, munch, 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 munch. YouTube channel. Probably a good thing to let people know. There is our YouTube channel. We actually don't have any WWE Supercard videos yet there, and that's what this is about. This is putting our first one up there. We're gonna eat Big John too. Okay, so how do you make Pro so OP? The trick is that you have to, before you combine them, you have to level both of them all the way up to max. If you don't, and I mean, don't stop at 39 or 34 or 29. Get them all the way fully up to max, both of them, then combine them, then level them up, then they become beast mode. Okay. And by the way, just as a follow-up to my last podcast, we started my current King of the Ring during the last podcast, and everyone's like telling me, Scott, you should play in the epic tier mode because it's going to be easier and everything. And I've said that with proper management of your superstars, you can be in a horrid tier, which you can see I am barely in the legendary tier. My guys are just barely just scraping it there. But I'm 31-10. And it's all about game management. I'm in third right now. This is perfectly fine for me. Like, I'm not trying to be top seed. Like, Eddie is going to smash me if I play him. He's going to be the 1 seed. So what I'm trying to do is avoid getting into the 4 seed to play him in the semis. Just hold on to 2 or 3. I'd almost even be okay with 6 or 7, but that might make my quarterfinals hard here. So we're just trying to hold on to 2 or 3, and then we're just going to boost through the quarters and make it to the semis so we get at least that 1 legendary. And it's probably going to get difficult in the semis. I kind of went into this assuming I'm going to lose in the semis. But again, that's okay. It's giving me a free legend to do that. So, and what's on my schedule here? Okay, so I'm about to play Eddie. It is the most pointless thing in the world for me to pump up before Eddie. Yeah, there may actually be some glitches right now. It looks like because I just won 12-1 and did not get credit for the win. So Eddie's gonna smash me. So I'm not even gonna go through and manage my superstars. Like, I'm not gonna waste energy or anything right now. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do here is I'm just gonna suck up a straight loss. So we're just going to throw in all of our backup guys. And we're just going to accept the fact that he's going to beat us and move on from there. I mean, obviously, as we're discussing here, yeah, I know, Eddie. Oof. No, Eddie's. It looks like Eddie's gonna win this King of the Ring, pretty much going away, unless he like somehow passes out somewhere in here and can't, like, leaves all of his guys like with no stamina for like the semis or finals. But yeah, it's management. Like, look at your schedules, see who you're going against. I know I'm going against the top guy and I'm going to get smashed. Now, which is a little bit of a problem here, because actually, as we go back to the schedule, I'm going to get an easy one there in Ennet. I'm probably just going to leave my backups in for Ennet and probably be able to win pretty easily. But then we actually are going to have two reasonably rough matches there in a row with Clash and Whoop Butt. So we're hoping that Whoop Butt is going to take a loss here somewhere so that I can stay ahead of them. Because right now, I'm only one ahead of them, and I'm desperately trying to avoid getting into that 4-hole. Yeah, so one thing to note here, guys, is don't, especially right now, maybe this will change, but right now, don't even think that tiers are relevant in the Road to Glory, because they're not. What you're seeing is relevant there are your wins and losses numbers. Like, that's all that's relevant. Yeah, you know what, Best? You talking about cheats? I'll tell you a cheat. So let's say I'm looking at this screen right now, and I've got, like, everyone's got 10,000 wins, and it's just awful, and I'm going to get killed. Okay, let's hit the back arrow, and let's go back in. And now I have 3 brand new people to play against. And I have seen people 10,000 wins. I'm just getting real lucky right now with my picks. So we're going to go take on Cena, because Cena sucks. At least that's what I hear. Sometimes we want him to go, but sometimes he sucks. I should not make jokes. Leave those to people who know how to use jokes. So as we've said again, reminder, make sure you're using managers and pop them early. Because you want, by your second match, you want both your managers popped. And you want them going for the whole rest of the time. And now I don't have to think about supports. They're already running for the whole rest of the game. So gaming, are you talking about for Road to Glory, or are you talking about King of the Ring? Because on these, it's taking an average. Yes, the support card managers. Like, I have Bobby Heenan and Lana. There's Mr. Fuji. There's Paul Heyman. There's Jimmy Hart. I'm sure I'm missing someone there. But the ones, okay. I don't know. I mean, I know it takes an average of all of your cards, and that's where your tier is. I think the tiers may matter for Road to Glory eventually, as there's enough people in there to actually do it. But they can't be like, well, there's not enough people, so you don't get to play. They're just going to put you against whoever's there. So, again, it's not like I can lose at this point. Like, oh, Paul Bearer, thank you. I knew I was missing someone. Well, it's, yes, okay. So for those unaware with Twitch, this is just something that Twitch does, and it's intentional. Like, Twitch has straight up said, like, because of the way it processes and everything, you're going to be on a minimum of a 20 to 25-second delay. Period. So, like, the chat itself is real time, but my voice and the stream itself is going to come about anywhere from 20 to 40 seconds afterwards. I'm on a pretty good internet connection with a pretty good computer, so I should be pretty close to the minimum time putting it out to Twitch. But again, it's based on my internet connection getting it up and your internet connection getting it down. So if I were chatting more, yeah, having a good charge helps. Yeah, exactly. So that's the beautiful thing. We have the chat on screen so you can understand. You can tell the real timeness of it. I like having the chat on screen because that way people who are watching this on YouTube can see. I'm like, we're in here chatting, guys. And I probably should actually put in like, I feel like maybe I should add a like a text so that people kind of know where they can find us on Twitch. Because if you're watching this on YouTube, you might not know. So we're just gonna kind of, I'm making something here real fast. We're just adding on the fly. And we'll kind of slam it down over there. Okay, so now you can figure out where I'm at. I'll put it in the corner. Okay. Mine right now, see, yeah, I haven't been able to get anything Legendary Pro yet. Mine's probably the Epic Pro Cena. Yeah, that's energy. I'm gonna need that for King of the Ring. Okay. I like that it refills at a reasonable rate. Okay, so you know, even with 1,200 matches played, I can't even imagine that this Tanner person can beat me. So we're not even going to bother with backing out coming in. Maybe we'll just see some slightly better cards out of them than we've been seeing. Or we could see Summer Rae. How do you have 1,200 matches and have more losses than wins? Like, I don't think I've ever seen that many matches played and someone have more losses than wins. We'll be a good boy there and pick the proper tag team. And I want to thank everyone who is spending part of your Christmas morning here with us, helping to make this stream a little better. We certainly appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that you gave us a Christmas present. I don't know if I love the fact that I'm having to record a video on Christmas morning here to try to put out so that people can get to it in time, because this event's only up for a few days. So we kind of want to get the information out there quickly. Okay. Yeah, we're not even seeing anything noteworthy out of this guy. Spree mode. That's true. I keep forgetting. Well, I'm U.S. West Coast, so it's 9:20 a.m. here. Christmas dinner. Okay, so now this is actually very interesting to note because all of our picks boards they do share. So here is the piece of strategy that I've been trying to talk about and I haven't quite gotten to yet. Um, we're getting 6 picks here, but as you guys can see, we're sitting there on the Epic Plus tier. When I come back out of this and go into exhibition mode, man, am I getting smashed there? Yeah, Eddie's smashing me as though we had properly predicted. So in exhibition mode, we are in legendary. So here's the thing. We've already burned through something like 12, 13 or so of the cards in our board. So we only have like, I don't know, 11, 12, somewhere in there left. And unless you're wanting to pay money, you can't just go infinite playing on the Road to Glory mode. So what I do here is I now slip, when I get like half my cards disappear, I will slip back into exhibition mode. So I'm dealing with a higher tier and more likely to get higher cards. And we have to actually think here again. And so it'll give me a better chance of picking up a legendary or an epic or something good. Yeah, see that's the thing, Nutachi. It's taking an average of all your 20. So in your exhibition, you're using your best 2 in a higher tier. It's always going to put you in a lower tier when you go to more cards because the average of your 20 is going to be worse than the average of your best 5. I mean, that's just... Oh, I lost somewhere in there. I wasn't paying attention. Let's go big, slow, and big red. Make sure we get the win here. I'd take a legendary Lesnar. I'd be thrilled with a legendary Lesnar. But then again, I'm not in that tier. So, yeah, so we only have 13 of our cards left with 12 of them gone. So we're just going to be smart here, and we're going to run exhibition mode until we pop our rare. Well, you got to start somewhere, gaming. I mean, that's the thing is we don't all start with survivors. Yeah, I got up to the epic tier pretty fast. It's certainly slowed down a bit. Gaming, I think if you've been playing it pretty reasonably, I think that's actually pretty average. Average for someone who's gotten into the game and then has really like played it a lot to start with. So I keep forgetting I actually have to think because I'm not in Road to Glory right now. Make sure I don't just pick random people and screw up. It's just every time I see Big Show do like do his thing there off the top rope, I just always laugh. Yeah, I've been kind of like that too. I was playing it pretty crazy. Okay, so we didn't quite get what we were looking for there, but we did get a rare Sheamus. Um. Oh, okay. Well, that helps a lot, gaming. Um. So again, we're playing the odds. Just because we were playing the odds doesn't mean we were going to get something better than a rare. Um. So let's go through here. Yeah, Eddie just destroyed us like he was supposed to. Um. Let's go ahead and feed up our Ryback a little bit. Actually, I don't want to feed the Ryback. I'm going to let the Ryback sit a roll. See, now I've been calling him, ever since Daniel Bryan came on Raw and started calling him the Ryback, now I just call him the Ryback. So we're just going to, we have both of our Brock Lesnar's there in the Road to Glory, so we're just going to alternately train them up. Actually, do we have double Sheamus yet? I collect. So I'm going to make sure that I have my pro Sheamus before I eat him. And we don't. So actually, we're going to... Actually, can we combine him? Make sure we can't just combine him. Oh, no, we can. There we go. Munch Sheamus. Oh, we could munch Miz too. Hey. There we go. Excuse me. Now we'll go through here and... I keep trading my lower Brock. See, what I do is I just wait until I get 2 of something that I'm going to eat, and then I pro them, and then I eat them. Unless I'm just really trying to push somebody up real fast, but even then, I still don't do it. I mean, I just don't. I don't need to push anyone up that fast. There we go. There's some training for Lesnar. And now we'll go back to our lower Lesnar. And we'll... Actually, let's just do it this way. That make sure we get all of our support cards. I wish there was just one filter that was commons and uncommons. Because you're always going to just auto-feed them. Well, best dude, the cheats are that you have to level them up. I mean, there's no up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start. That's going to get you 30 lives in this game. You can't punch in 007-373-5963 and go straight to Mike Tyson. I mean, you've got to grind it out. That's the way it works. And yeah, I'm not looking at that. That's how old I am. I got Mike Tyson's Punch Out when it first came out, and I still... You guys can research. You can go back through and see later. Did he really just spout off the code to go straight to Mike Tyson? Yes, that is the actual code. Stuff I remember from my childhood. Okay, so now that we've cleared out our board, we're going to go back to the Road to Glory. Because I want my Brock. It's not really that I care about my Brock, is that I just want to move up the ladder. And Brock is, I can feed him to the Ryback. So again, make sure that we're using our managers, get them up and going real fast. But again, because we're just not facing anyone of consequence. I mean, yeah, Nutachi, yes. If you want to spend money, you can cheat. Money is always a cheat. That's pretty much the way this world works. If you have money, you can cheat. I'll get my dome more proper here. There we go. Sweaty, this is the third stream we've done. The first one was a total just. I was just messing around. I didn't really do much with it. Last time we were, I don't know, we were running. We ran almost 3 hours, I think, till my iPad died. Remember, even though I'm doing speed here, I'm just going ahead and popping my power manager so I don't forget about it. I'm trying to do it more regularly. I mean, it's Christmas. Okay. When I refer to times of day, I'm going to refer to them in U.S. Pacific time because I am in U.S. Pacific time. If it's buffering, best dude, that means you maybe don't have the fastest internet connection in the world. That is unfortunately not on my end. That is kind of on yours. Sucks. So, yeah, I'm trying to do this regularly. I mean, I've got a good number of people here for my third stream on Christmas morning. So again, I say Christmas morning, 9:30 Pacific time. I know some of you guys are in other places in the world where it is afternoon or evening, and I appreciate you. You know, I don't care what time of day it is. I appreciate you spending part of your Christmas with me. Oh, it's very possible. Yeah, I'm not. Johnny, yeah. Yeah, I'm not for a second questioning that it's going to get more difficult once I move up tiers. Like at the moment, I'm not struggling at all. But it's true. There may hit a point where I simply can't beat the decks that are there, and that's going to be basically where you have to stop. I can't. I don't know this for sure because I haven't actually seen it myself. I mean, I've not spent all night playing this trying to figure this out. I'm trying to get enough information so that I can push what information I do have out to people so people can see. Okay, well that's that's no good. Not winning a game in 2 hours is bad. But then again, if you're not paying, that means you've probably only played 8 or 9. Okay, there we go. The Brock is mine. We are now in the Yokozuna tier. And maybe that's just what it is. Like the decks you're playing against are based on your tier. Which I guess would make a lot of sense. Means I'm probably not likely to pick up that those stings that I would like. But let's go ahead and edit here again because I would like to punch some people up. I think I should continue to work on my Brocks because this Brock is going to be really good for me in exhibition once I get him up and pro'd. So munch, munch, munch. What do we got to do? Brock's going to eat Brock. It seems fair. Eat yourself. I like the 6 picks for a win, especially when it's especially when you're having to do something that's time limited like this. And I mean, and you're still, I mean, you're playing 11 to 15 matches. Oh yeah, Nusaji, this doesn't shock me at all that there's somebody out there that already have the 2 blue stings. They started this thing right when it started, and they probably have used title matches, and they've been paying, and it's fine. Again, I've said from the beginning, you can get really high if you feel like dropping money in this game. I'm trying to do it without the dropping much, if any, money. I've yet to spend any money on picks whatsoever. I won't do it. Um, I've spent a few cents here and there on something like refilling my King of the Ring when like I didn't have any energy because I couldn't play otherwise, and I was like going into the quarters or the semis and I didn't want to lose. Um, if you lose in King of the Ring, you do have to wait for the whole thing to end before you can combine. Okay, so let's proceed here. Okay, so let's see. Now we're in a Yokozuna tier. Um, at the moment, still not exactly difficult. Wait, did you just lose? Yeah, I didn't set an alarm. I started a little bit when it first came out, though I was half asleep, and then I slept for 5 hours or so. So, and the truth is at the end of this, I'm not going to be able to play too much because I'm going with my girlfriend and some friends to go see a movie. We're going to see Into the Woods. I know that's a very manly wrestling movie, but um, but I actually am a former Disney cast member, so um, I'm a fan of stuff like that. And then like we do Christmas dinner, and like I can't just be having my phone out when I'm at somebody's restaurant playing this, so I'll have to manage it, or either that or take frequent every hour or so bathroom breaks. But then again, I guess how long is dinner really going to be? I say this with my girlfriend in the other room, and it's her family's restaurant we're going to. So, hi, Crash. Yeah, and Utachi, I'm the same way. Like, if I don't get the double blue sting, like, it's not that big of a deal. I'd like to at least try to get the Eric Rowan to get a legendary. Like, if I get there, I'll consider this a success for me. Because I'm still getting all of the picks. Like, I'm still getting the things I need to feed. I mean, this mode is still better than Exhibition, especially early on. Dear God, the farming on this thing early on is just amazing. I like to have a cough button over here. I have to cough, I can just hit the mute button. You guys don't have to hear me cough right into the mic. So, we're going to run this here so a little bit more. I like talking this game. Talking this game is a lot of fun. Um, okay. So I think we've pretty much covered most of the basics of what Road to Glory is. And you see how the tiers work. You've seen how the title matches work. We're working our way up the Yokozuna tier here. I'll have to do a follow up certainly at the end of this, so we can show how well we've actually ended when it's near done. I like gifts. Up, title match. I don't think we're gonna be able to use it right now though. Wait, we're getting gifts? Uh, no, I don't think this is even legit. Yeah, Beast, that doesn't work. I'm sorry. I'm actually uh yeah, I actually am gonna have to play moderator here real fast. If I can figure out how to play moderator. Um how do I kill I don't want to kill your ability to post. That's rude. I do want to kill. No, it doesn't work. Guys, please don't use that. That is not something that actually works. Sorry. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. I guess I didn't really ban you. No, it's best you're being trolled by the internet. It doesn't actually work. It's fine. It's no worries. No worries. I just don't want people looking at that link thinking that it works, and that's what I'm trying to make sure that people don't think. That's all. I don't know, nothing personal against you whatsoever. I don't want to stop people from posting URLs either, because there's plenty of good URLs out there. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I don't know. As you guys can probably tell from my whole Gamers Dome thing here, I play a lot of games, and one of the games I play a lot is Magic the Gathering. I'm a big Magic the Gathering player. I've played it for 20 plus years. I play at professional level tournaments. Vile, probably not too much longer, to be honest with you here. It is Christmas morning. I've got to get ready to go some places. I've been recording this for a YouTube thing, but actually what we're going to do is we're going to actually kind of, we're going to end this part of it. So guys, you've seen exactly what is going on as it pertains to the Road to Glory. And get in there, try it yourself. We're sitting on Yokozuna. We're going to get there a little bit further. We'll do a follow-up video. Again, I want to let everyone know that we have a Twitch stream at twitch.tv/thegamersdome. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you know that we're at youtube.com/thegamersdomeyt. And you can always check out our website at www.thegamersdome.com. And we have all sorts of things about all sorts of games there. Until next time, this is Scott Gerhardt for the Gamers Dome, and keep playing, everyone. Have a good one.